Welcome back to our blind beer tasting tournament. Today's the 13th day of qualifiers. My wife's randomly selected 2 beers for today's taste. The bottles are fully covered off to the side and the beer is ready to go. I will judge these beers on aroma, carbonation, colour and body. However, I have no actual idea what I'm doing, so I'll just tell you which beer I prefer to drink. Let's begin with beer A on the left. It definitely looks a lot lighter. Beer A looks very light. It does look a lot lighter. And it does have a fair bit of carbonation. It is hiding amongst the colour, but it is there. Let's see what beer A tastes like. Beer A is very nice. This is a very good beer. And it went down very well. I think it might be a mid-strength. It's either a terrific beer or my day at work was a bit harder than I thought. You could definitely knock down a few of these. Beer B, which it's darker. It's not a lot darker, but it's definitely more of a amber colour. It's got a bit of carbonation. Very, very light. This is a light beer. When I brought these 32 beers, I don't exactly remember every beer I brought, and I definitely didn't study what their percentages were when I was buying them. And I was pretty confident I was out of zero alcohol beers, but this is extremely light. This may be a zero beer. Either I brought more zero beers than I was aware of, or I may have even doubled up on a beer and this may be a repeat. It's very light and it's very weak on flavour. You would hardly know you're drinking beer if someone gave that to you. The smell doesn't even smell very strong. That's got to be a light beer. That may even be a zero beer. Beer A is the clear winner today. It was great. Whatever this is, it's going to move on to the next round and be a great competitor. Whatever this is, the remaining 5 that came in the 6-pack that I brought, I could probably water the garden with them. Let's see what they are. So, mystery beer number 1. Chuck the Carlton thing out. Smithy's Dry Lager. Oh, that is a B. That's very hard to see. You can just sort of see. Hopefully A is a lot more clearer, but that's definitely a B. Smithy's Dry Lager. It's a sugar-free beer. 4.3%. 1.1 standard drinks. That's actually a mid-strength beer. And that was like water, that was. That is so easy to drink. You could drink 15 of them before you realise you were drunk, and by that point you'd be smashed, because that was like water. Which, I guess, if that's how you like if you don't like strong beer, that would be your choice, because that did not taste that strong. I've had much weaker beers taste much stronger. Which leaves beer A. Ooh, Asahi Super Dry. Hopefully you can see the A on this. Oh no, they're very hard to see. You can see it though if I hold it the right way. I've had these before, and I swear they weren't this good. This was great. This was the best drink I've had today. Or like I said, maybe I work like a dog at work today and I just needed a beer. Like, you could see, like, I smashed that beer down. I could have drank 10 of them. How strong was this beer? This is one of our international competitors, Japanese beer. 1.3 standard drinks. So this is actually a very high mid beer. You might even consider it a weak heavy, which is surprising because that went down super easy. And even this one went down super easy. These are actually, this one had a lot more taste. They were very easy to drink. Both of these beers you could drink 10 of and not realise you were drinking. This one tasted better. This one didn't taste bad, it just didn't taste like anything. Like, it was like water drinking it. So neither beer were bad. This beer was a lot better though. Thanks for joining me for today's beer review. Asahi Super Dry was our winner. I've had this beer before, but today it was really good. I was really surprised at how much I enjoyed this, and I was really surprised at how easy it was to drink. A 1.3 standard drink went down like a fat kid on a seesaw. It was great. I couldn't stop drinking it. I wish I had more cold, really. Our loser today, Smithy's Dry Lager, was surprisingly good. It was very weak in a sense that it didn't taste very beer-like and wasn't... You didn't want to sit down and drink this on a hot day. It wouldn't hit the spot like you want it to. You could drink a lot of these though, and it was surprisingly strong. 1.1 standard drinks. I called both of these lights. I even thought this may have been a 0. In saying that, it was still good. It just wasn't great. And especially after I had the first beer, it would have had to been a great beer before I enjoyed it more than beer A. Let me know if you've had either of these two beers before. Asahi Super Dry, I believe, is very popular and a very big international beer. Smithy's Dry Lager is a relatively newer beer that I think it's almost a home brand for a supermarket. If you've never had one, it might be worth trying it because it was quite easy to drink. So if you're not really into strong tasting beers, it may be a good option. Asahi Super Dry will move on to our next round of 16. I'll see you then.